Hi guys!
What's up guys? I look 17. Okay, moving on from your eyebrows, let's get straight into the question. Now, please.
Alright, I'm gonna go straight in there, read the email, and we're gonna get straight in there. Are you ready? We're gonna go right now. 1, 2, are you ready? Let's go! Hi Sid and Dina.
Title of the email.
Title of the email is The First Night.
The first night of what? Ramadan?
We'll see.
The first night of what?
Hi Sid and Dina. I was hoping you could provide some insight on a topic that isn't really addressed in our Islamic communities.
Just like every other...
I was just going to say that. Unfortunately, nothing seems to be addressed in the Islamic communities. Anyway, we live in a time where nudity and the naked body is everywhere to be seen, and pornography is as easy to watch as the next TV show. The next TV show normally is...
Big Brother.
Porn. This generation has grown up surrounded by immodest people watching immoral TV shows and being fed shameless notions through all forms of media. Because of this, it's very easy and very common for a Muslim woman with a decent level of modesty to feel inadequate and lack confidence. I think that's just
so very true.
I think that's just for every woman in general. You don't have to be Muslim or
I think that
modestly dressed or anything. I think that's the same just for every woman in general. I'm a 21-year-old woman who's about to get married, and the truth is I'm not perfect. I don't love my body. I can't twerk. I don't have a bubble butt. Bubble butt. And I'm pretty nervous about the first night and essentially about getting naked. Alhamdulillah, I'm not ugly and I'm not painful to look at. However, comparing myself to all the models and beautiful women my fiance will have seen in his day-to-day life and will continue to come across, I feel like I fall short. I'm sure I'm not alone in this. I chose my husband but didn't know him before our first meeting, so I'm assuming this is harder than it would be if it was a love marriage. Could you please share your thoughts and advice on marital relationships, keeping a husband interested, dealing with naked women all over social media and TV, and just trying to make a marriage work despite all the fitna in the world today? Please note, this is not about being overprotective or jealous, but rather about feeling comfortable and secure. I hope this becomes a video, as I feel it will benefit a lot of young women who are ashamed or scared to ask for guidance. God bless you. Have a wonderful Ramadan.
Very nice, very good email that was.
Yeah, it's really nicely written.
It's a very good email.
Yeah, it wasn't all over the place.
You have great communication skills. And communication skills will get you far in life. Trust me.
Okay. Anyway, right. I totally agree with everything you have said, and yeah, I totally get you're not being overprotective or jealous, but this is totally honestly nowadays I don't know how us women get through it, because and the problem is, well, it's men and women, you know, because I was like this basically, like in our engagement year and first year of marriage, I was an absolute lunatic. Like, we would go out and I would be like,
stop looking at us! What are you looking at us? Stop looking at her. I saw you looking at her. I'm just like...
We could be walking and he's just looking in some direction and I'm looking,
and
I find a hot girl in his in the field of his vision, and I'm like, why are you staring at her? What the actual F? Like, for F's sake.
I literally every time I would just be there like, okay, I didn't actually do anything, so what the heck's going on right now?
And most of the time it would be a really, really good looking girl and, you know, gorgeous glowing skin, like most of the time it'd be in the summer.
Gorgeous glowing skin.
You know, like skin on show.
Like the tan.
You know, it's just hot women in general, and it doesn't help when there's hot body out on display a little bit as well, you know, like a bit of a butt cheek, a bit of cleavage.
It's pretty weird in Britain.
Or even, not just the butt cheek.
As soon as the sun comes out, even if it's cold, man.
Wait, not just the butt cheek, even like just a good butt in tight pants, you know, because we cover our bums and shit, like, and I don't have a bubble butt either, trust me, I know that feeling. In a world of like Kardashians, and you are a olive oil Popeye's wife, it's very, very difficult. It's crazy actually, because a few years ago, like, you know, it wasn't sexy, considered super sexy to have like a massive butt and to be like, you know, the curvaceous, and it was all the skinny girls being hot and the curvy girls being called fat and all that. And now we've just gone like basically like full circle, but it's just the opposite way around. So like now all the curvy girls are hot and sexy.
That is quite true, you know.
And all the skinny girls are just like, oh, she hasn't got one of those bodies. Oh, she's gross, whatever. So it's just shit for women in general. We're never gonna win. I was insecure because when we got married, it was around the time twerking and all that shit was happening, and I was like, the fuck, man, this is shit. Like, if he's scrolling on his Instagram, he's just gonna come across flipping twerking videos. And the thing is, it's not that we're insecure and stuff. What it is
it is.
No, oh no, sorry, we are insecure, that's true. But it's just annoying because you shouldn't have to feel like, you shouldn't have to be worried that your partner could come across something, see something that, you know, he hasn't particularly gone looking for, it's just there in his face, and feels some kind of pleasure, gets a little bit of pleasure from it. That's what we don't want as women. We just can't deal with the fact that even if he sees a good looking face of another woman and thinks in his head automatically, you can't control your thoughts, right? If he just saw a girl at the tube stop and she's good looking, and he just, the first thought in his head is like, oh, she's got a nice face, she's pretty. If I knew about these thoughts, I would be effing fuming, like, and I just can't control the,
okay,
I can't control the jealousy, like, I cannot deal with him having not even a tiny little bit of pleasure, even if it's just appreciating another woman's beauty. No, I can't deal with it.
I could see that.
I wish he could lie to himself in his head when he sees a good looking woman and just be like, eh, she's minging, she ain't got nothing on Dina. I wish he could just think like that.
Well, so I do think like that. So
I totally understand you.
So you're just jumping to conclusions and giving me. You're just giving me a bad rep, man. I don't do any of that.
It's not bad rep. It's stuff that we can't control. It's just like it's exactly.
Look, do you know what it is? Women.
I
don't know what it is.
I can't control my thoughts.
I don't know what it is.
Actions.
Like, it's human nature. Women in general pressure themselves with all this stuff.
Because we can't help it. Because competition between women is so
rife.
Ridiculously.
It's so rife.
Massive. And the pressure from just society and celebrities to be whatever is considered beautiful at the time is so I was talking to Sid the other day about, yo, I want to get lip fillers, bruv. I would look so hot with lip fillers. The Dina 5 years ago would have never even put that in her head.
By the way, you're not getting lip fillers, obviously.
I know I'm not. But I'm saying, I was like, I won't get, like, that thought even processed in my mind.
Yeah,
like,
but Dina does that all the time.
So
she'll come out of nowhere and go, listen, Sid, shall we do this? And I turn around to her and I'm just like, are you having one of those moments? No,
but if you think about it, like, okay, lip fillers, yeah. If I had big juicy lips, because that's hot as well right now, isn't it? To have those big lips, and everyone's doing those pictures of the matte lipstick up close, and the lips just look so plump and perfect, and there's all these tutorials on how to make your lips bigger on already massive juicy lips, so it's the most pointless tutorials ever. And you just like, and in my head I'm like, oh, I should get lip fillers because my selfies would look better, my makeup tutorials would be better. What? This is so dumb, like, it's just so stupid. Why am I even thinking like that? And I even said to him, you know, when these crow's feet become way out of line, I'm getting Botox, bruv.
This is meant to be about the first night.
I'm saying, I get you, girl. It's so difficult just to live, never mind to have a husband. Oh my God, and then trying to keep the husband interested. Woo! That's a whole other job in itself. Honestly, you know what's so difficult about, for Muslim girls who, you know, okay, you know, we don't have sex before marriage. We date before marriage, you're not supposed to. So a lot of the time it's not a physical relationship. Because the Muslim communities don't talk about things openly, we go into marriage not really knowing about sex, not really knowing about dating and physical relationship, not really knowing a lot. So then, you know, you're dating, then you get married, and then all of a sudden you have to have a physical relationship, and then you have to worry about sexy women everywhere and how to keep you interested. It's just like overload. You really need training in this shit. It's just crazy.
Sorry guys, the battery died. I don't know where you were, Dina, but
I was just saying, basically,
you were rambling on for like 5 minutes and my brain just went...
I should have done this video by myself, actually. I'm so
basically,
about it.
I don't even know why I'm sitting in this video right now.
So, okay, sorry, let's get into it then.
No,
You're
but
worried about...
But yeah, let's just talk about the first night, because then I actually have stuff to say on the first night. I completely understand, you know, all the pressures and everything that men put on women and women put on women. I just want to mention that it's not just men. I don't know why women do it to themselves. You guys just put so much pressure on yourselves, and it is from men as well.
Well, because it's difficult. Like, it's just like, you know, like, if a woman wears too much makeup, oh, she wears too much makeup. If she doesn't wear makeup, oh, God, you look dead. You know, you can never win. You just can never win.
I think that's everything in general.
No, but it's always women. It's shit. It's always women.
I think...
Nobody says to a man, oh, God, you look a mess, mate. Nobody.
Because we don't wear makeup and then take it off, and you look at the one without makeup and you're like, oh shit, that's fucking really bad, that is.
Yeah, but see? It's terrible. Terrible. It's terrible.
Don't wear makeup then.
Yeah, but then nobody will fancy us because
oh, come on.
every other girl's wearing makeup.
Come on.
I'm just saying what it's like.
You look good without makeup, man. I don't understand
Yeah,
why
after
you
how
wear
many
it.
years of marriage, and you basically don't want to wait for how long a good face takes.
No, I
That's why
just
look
don't
good
like
without
the
makeup.
cake. I think it's a bit. I think it gets a bit too much. It's kind of. It reminds me of face paint.
Okay, I look good without makeup, right? But it's not like, oh damn. It's not like that, is it? It's like, oh, you look nice.
You think I look at your face and say, oh damn?
Yeah, you do sometimes.
It's not about the face, bro.
Well, this is terrible. See, now it's about the bloody body as well. Go worry about his face, go worry about having a bubble butt. It's just rubbish, honestly.
I've got a bubble butt.
Sid's got a bubble butt. Sid's got a bubble butt, and I'm like, can I have your bum?
I'm
You
just
take
like,
my
I don't
flat
need this.
ironing
You
board.
can have it. I do use it for basketball, you know, you got to thrust in the air and it all comes from your butt cheek. But anyways, that's a separate...
Listen, you're worried about not having a bubble butt. I bet you he's a boob man. You probably got to get a great pair of boobs on you, so it doesn't really matter.
What the heck?
You know, some guys are boobs or bubble butts. Some guys are both.
Who cares about the first night? Seriously, who cares about the first night? Right? It's not...
Tell them about the misconceptions of the first night.
There's a lot of misconceptions about the first night, especially with young, impressionable individuals.
Muslims.
Muslim individuals.
Virgins, especially virgins.
Virgins.
Everybody thinks that the first
The
night
first night is where you
is
get
guaranteed
it on.
to lose your virginity.
Are you flipping crazy? You are mental. Why are you putting that pressure on yourselves? Why you gotta say, yo, the first night, I gotta break my virginity. And the dude's like, oh yeah, I'm a virgin, I've never done it before. Come on, let's both break our virginity together. Why don't you just wait a flipping few days? It doesn't have to end on the first night, man.
Let me tell you something. It's most of the time it's because, especially if the guy and the girl are virgins, the girl's like, oh, it's first night, she probably thinks, so it's just chilling, whatever, yeah, we'll do it. And the guy's like, I can't wait, I've been waiting all my life. So then she just feels like, oh, we're gonna do it because especially him. But when it actually comes to it, guys, remember, if you guys have refrained from sex and physical relationship for however many years that you were dating and stuff, you're not just gonna get jiggy with it like that straight away the first night.
Like that.
For some couples it will, okay? And if you manage to do it on the first night and it's great for both of you, I mean, it was a nice experience or whatever, then good on you. But for a lot of couples, think about it. You've been dating, whatever, you know each other, but then you haven't really done the physical stuff, and it takes time for you to get comfortable with somebody, you know, 100% to do things. And also, you don't have to worry about getting naked, fully stark naked. It's sexier anyway for you to be wearing a little bit of something. You don't have to get naked on the first night. Lots of young girls think like if you have sex you have to get fully naked. What the hell is that? Obviously not.
Yeah, I think, I'm not talking about in general, right? I don't know, I have this thing, but naked body doesn't look that great. You gotta have something there. It always looks great with a bit of accessories. You know, put a bit of accessories. Even if it's a pair of socks.
I'm pretty sure.
Dude, you need some accessories.
Yeah,
right?
like Sid can keep his hat on.
and t-shirts. Some accessories are good. Yeah? It's just like, butt naked is just weird, man.
I'm pretty sure if I had like a really model-esque body, you'd like butt naked.
Nah, man, butt naked is weird.
Yeah. Basically, you don't have to like, oh, take your clothes off and stand there like, hello, I'm naked. You don't have to do that. If you end up getting fully naked while you're like making out and stuff, then
yeah, then it's
fine,
alright.
whatever.
But I'm saying like, all you have to do, right? If you're scared of getting naked, and you both want to get naked because it's his idea or whatever, it probably will be.
You just don't get naked.
No. Dim the lights or shut the lights off.
No, don't shut the lights off because that's a flipping car crash, mate.
Especially the first time.
Especially the first night.
That's a car crash and a half.
If you're the guy and you're like, oh yeah, we're definitely gonna have sex with her. Like, if you did end up doing that and there's no communication with your wife beforehand and stuff, she probably didn't really enjoy it, you know? And it probably hurt like hell. Let me tell you that.
Yeah,
okay?
guys, you gotta be patient.
You gotta be patient. You gotta work together. It's not
because
easy,
you're being selfish if you do that. You gotta. It's a
teamwork.
Yeah, it's teamwork.
Teamwork.
That's what it is.
But can I just say, for a lot of couples, it does happen on the first night, and it's totally nice for both of them and for the woman, and that's totally fine as well. But we're just putting it out there for other couples. Don't feel the pressure that you have to do it in that first night, especially if you're like the woman, you know. Don't feel under pressure for that. Just take your time with it, you know what I mean? Honestly, take your time with it, bruv, innit?
You get married, right? The whole thing is like crazy. You're mega tired, you're arranging everything and all of this stuff. Then
it's
you go on your
emotional too.
Yeah, you go on to your honeymoon, you caught a plane ride, blah blah blah, all of this stuff. Go on your honeymoon.
You're moving your whole life into a new house.
Then you wanna put the pressure on yourself of literally losing your virginity after that.
And always looking good and all that.
So you've got all this stress literally bunched up together, and losing your virginity on top of that is just gonna be flipping hell. It's not gonna happen because you're... No, wait.
No.
It's not gonna happen because you're so tense, you're not relaxed, you're not enjoying everything. My advice would be literally enjoy your honeymoon, enjoy each other's company until you get comfortable and everything, and then it will happen.
It will just happen when
it'll just happen.
Especially in the Muslim community or like Muslim married couples, a lot of the time the sexual pleasure is only focused on the man's and how important it is for the man to get married so we can have halal sex, stuff like that. But it's just as important for the woman, because you know, women have desires and stuff too. It's just as important for them to be you know, pleased or satisfied by their husbands. It's just as important, and there's nothing shameful in that whatsoever.
No, there isn't.
But the problem is, you know, we don't feel comfortable talking about it or asking a lot about sex in general in a halal environment or anything. So I think it's important to talk about it, because a lot of Muslim girls I know get married and then they're just like...
They just hate their lives.
They don't hate their lives, but...
No, they hate their sex life.
Sex is not what they think it is. It's not like in the movies, guys. It's not like in the movies, and... You know, we get a lot of emails from girls who are like, I'm quite horny, shall I just get married? That's not the answer. Getting married, it can be part of the answer, but it's not the full answer, because, you know, you're not just going to be satisfied just because you know what I mean? There's a lot of work that needs to go into it, basically.
I would seriously, like, talk to your soon-to-be husband.
Yeah, when you get married.
Or whatever, when you get married, have a chat with him and talk to him on the level about expectations, about this, about that, about what he wants. You know, actually talk about sex. You don't need to, it doesn't need to be a sort of, oh, hush-hush things you guys do and then you quickly get it over and done with.
Why would it be hush-hush when you're having sex with each other? You need to talk about it a lot. Why are people ashamed to talk to each other about sex, but they're fine to do it? Don't worry about your bubble butt. I'm pretty sure he can tell what kind of butt you got, whether you wear abaya or not, because I can notice a bubble butt from a mile away, even if that sister is in abaya. I know. So I'm pretty sure a man's going to be able to tell. So he knows what kind of figure you have. I'm pretty sure he's happy with it. Like, you know. Look,
if he loves you and he married you,
he'll love your body.
He's not going to care.
But it's not a love marriage, I don't think.
No, but he's not going to care. He's not. Just dim the lights, right?
Until you're fully comfortable.
Until you're both fully comfortable. Have a chat with him about expectations in sex and all of this stuff, and what he likes and what you like and blah blah blah.
You know what you'll probably find as well? He probably doesn't want to get stark naked either, because he's probably insecure about some things about himself as well.
He probably is, yeah.
Men get insecure too, you know. On it, there's loads of Instagram male models that men look at and compare themselves to, and they're like, oh, I'm so fat, or yo, I need to get my six-pack back.
Instagram male models.
Yeah, just like the Instagram women
yeah,
models.
like Sid Khan, yeah.
You get insecure about things.
About what?
You get insecure all the time. Sometimes you're changing and you're like, oh, I'm so fat, don't look at me. That's insecurities.
Do you know why I do that?
Why?
I won't tell you.
Why would you do
I'm not insecure at all.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
Why are you acting now?
I'm dead serious. I'm not insecure at
So
all.
why
See, I'm so nice. I do
someone
that to make
pretend?
you feel better.
It doesn't make me feel better.
Okay, then I'll just throw that out the window then.
Yeah.
I'm no way insecure about anything.
You're not?
No.
Trust me, I can make you insecure.
Oh, what are you going to say? You got small. Hey!
Should we talk about insecurity?
Hey, I got one. Actually, I got one insecurity.
Take
but
it.
it's not really insecure.
Of course it is. You're
It
insecure
is-
about losing your hair.
It is about losing my hair, but do you know what? If I lose my hair, I lose my hair. Big fucking deal. I don't give a shit. Whatever, man. Who gives a shit?
That's the attitude you need. The attitude you need is, yo, I got flipping. This is my body. I like it. If you don't, he's gonna love it. You know what? If you're confident in,
Yes.
you know what? In time, when you guys are comfortable with each other, make sure try and get don't compare yourself to other women. That's a waste of time. There's no point comparing yourself to anybody else, because you'll never ever win if you keep comparing yourself. Just enjoy what you have.
If he's a young guy, he will understand, like, after marriage and everything, right? A body and all of this and all of that isn't everything.
All of this and all of that.
No, it literally goes out the window, because she can have an amazing body, but she could be like a fucking plank of wood. You know what I'm saying? She
Or
could
she
be
could
an
be a
absolute
complete bitch.
dodo.
Yeah.
Or complete asshole.
Or a complete and utter slob.
Have nothing. You know what I'm saying?
She can have the
These
stinkiest
things,
farts on the planet.
These things do not count. Stinkiest farts on the planet.
Yeah.
These things don't count. They don't. When he realizes that, you know, it's not about the body, it'll be like a light bulb moment to him, and he'll be like, yeah. I love
She
this
doesn't even
shit.
know if he's like that yet. This is just her own
Yeah,
insecurities, so.
yeah. But a lot of lads are like that, you know.
Look, you're insecure because of everything you told us. You're just comparing yourself to all these beautiful women. Trust me, I get it. It's so difficult. But honestly, you need to just not compare yourself. You just need to not think like that. I know it's so difficult, and it took me. I still sometimes think like that, to be fair. But I just don't let my thoughts turn into actions, because I can't be bothered with the arguments, bro. I've got a baby to look after now, and I just want a nice chilled life, you know what I mean? I don't want to be stressing over things that are things that I can't really change, you know? I can't change if a hot woman walks in front of us. You know what I mean? I can't change that. I can just
Roundhouse
check
kick.
that he doesn't look.
Roundhouse kick, man.
I can just make sure I'm talking to him at that moment so that he doesn't see it, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Also,
is
even
that
if
what
he
you do?
notices it from the corner of his eye, if I'm talking to him, he can't like, you know, fully look. He might just be like, oh, I missed out on that.
I might just be like.
They'd not be sicker.
Well, anywho's,
And this is why so many girls struggle with wearing the hijab, because, you know, you feel minging.
you keep pushing me out of the screen, man.
Anyways,
Anyways,
hope
I
that
don't
helped.
even know if we made any points or anything
made
like that.
loads. This was a great
I
video.
think we should we should come back to this video every
so often.
so often,
Yeah.
and basically you know, I know it's hard for women out there to live up to expectations and all that stuff, but
Expectations.
Sod expectations. Don't put pressure on yourself, and be confident with what you were given. All
Yeah,
right?
man. Work with it. Work with what you got, girl.
Yeah, just work it. Again, we've rambled on enough about something we don't even know. We talked about 50 topics when we were meant to talk about one. So bye.